Okay, welcome to the morning motivation, you guys. And I'm talking about an amazing topic that I think is going to gather you guys' attention in a way that maybe it hasn't. Okay. So welcome to morning motivation. We are here. Let's get motivated. Let's start our day on the right foot. Okay. Let's build up the empires that we all have dreams about, okay, that we're dreaming about right now, right? But I got a question for you, okay? Drop it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, drop what you think this answer is, all right? What is the one thing that you think separates successful entrepreneurs, okay, from those that never quit? Like what is it that you think makes them different, right? I get this question asked a lot, especially from some of my from some of the students and my kids a lot, right? Like, do you think it's talent, right? If you think it's talent, drop it in the chat, right? Do you think it's resources, right? Maybe it's a trust fund kid, right? They got blessed with, 100K to invest in their business and boom, right? Or do you think it's luck? Like they just merely just rolled up on the perfect opportunity at the right time in the right place with the right people, and it was just luck. They didn't need no skill set, no, know how to communicate or anything, just luck, right? Now, sure, all of those things can help somebody, but let's be real. Those are not the things that make somebody not quit, right? You want to know the one thing that will make a successful entrepreneur not quit? It's their unyielding belief to their vision. Unyielding belief to their vision, where they have the vision, the idea, the concept, like every time they close their eyes, they can see what they're building, even though when they look around, it looks like a mess, right? They understand where they're going, and nothing is going to be able to get them off track. Now, we have to make a little pivot here, make a little turn there, right? But the vision is so clear. It's my unyielding belief in the vision that makes me not quit during hard times, rough times, frustrating times, times of uncertainty, times of doubt, times of questioning myself, like, am I doing this right? Why isn't this working? What's going on, right? It's the unyielding belief in the vision, y'all, that will make a successful entrepreneur not quit. That is the thing that separates this, right? See, every successful business starts as a seed of an idea, right? We have this seed of an idea that we either had a long time ago or it's recent, but that's where it starts, right? A spark of a possibility. Like that, the thing about an idea is like that's all you need to get started, right? Just knowing the possibility that this could work. But see, that seed needs to be nurtured. That spark needs to be fanned into a flame, right? You guys ever like light a forest fire or the little fire thing, right? And you see them and they're turning and turning, like all the friction and energy and effort that's needed just to get that spark, right? But once they get it, like that's not good enough because the spark can still go down, like it can still blow out, right? But you have to add air to it, right? You have to add the right things to, you have to find a way to make sure it fuels so that way that tiny flame doesn't get blown out with the first disappointment. It doesn't get blown out with the first rejection. It doesn't get blown out with the first no. It doesn't get blown out with whatever may happen, right? It's your belief. The belief is what you breathe into your idea. It's what you give life to, right? It's what you give life to. So when we think about that tiny spark and we think about the flame that we're building, we must breathe into it with our belief, right? Your unwavering conviction that you are on the right path, that your idea has the power to change lives, yours included, right? That can give you the will to succeed. Once you know that this possibility can not only change my life, but the ones around me, whether that's your family, your outside family, your community, right? That is the conviction that we have that lets us know we're on the right path, right? When the going gets tough, and it will, trust and believe, like if the one thing that you can count on, okay, if there's one thing that you can count on, is that something's gonna go wrong. Something is going to happen that's not according to plan. So a wrench is going to be thrown in. Okay. That's the only thing you can really count on. So when the going gets tough, and it will, like, expect it coming. Keep looking for it. Because the one thing I love about when things get tough and those moments that may seem and feel and look like a failure, hidden in there, if you can see past it, if you can get past the feelings of rejection, if you can get past the feelings of failure, if you can get past the letdown, right, that emotional attack that you'll feel with that, you'll be able to find the true hidden gem in that. And the true hidden gem is the lesson, because that's the part that you needed to learn in that, right? There's some things that you will only learn when it gets tough. Because if it's good all the time, if it's good all the time, then there's so many valuable lessons you are missing out, right? We see it. We see these trust fund kids out here living a good life. Then something go wrong. Oh my goodness, they didn't act like the world is gone, right? But there are some lessons you will only learn when you lose. And when we understand that a loss or a failure is not a loss, but it's a lesson, we'll understand how valuable it is, right? That belief is what will keep you going. Because I look for failures. I will analyze a failure and find that lesson and be like, got it, right? Because now if we're not doing that, then we're actually shortchanging ourselves. We're shortchanging what we go through, right? We want to maximize every opportunity that comes, whether it's a win or a loss, right? So it's what propels you to go forward when doubt creeps in, right? When obstacles arise, because they will, they may dim your light a little bit. Like, it may hurt a little bit, right? It may take that spark down a little bit, right? But I want to challenge you today. I want to challenge you to take the moment to reconnect with the vision. Because if you can identify that your spark has been dimmed a little bit, right? Your pivots and your lessons and your losses has maybe just took the air out of you, right? Took the belief out of you. You're having a hard time breathing into your vision. You have a hard time believing in your vision. Doubt is more stronger than your convictions of knowing that you're on the right path to succeed. So I want to challenge you today to take the moment to reconnect to the vision. Why did you start your cleaning business? Why do you want to start a cleaning business? What impact do you want it to make in the world? And you're like, world, what in the world? Why? I'm trying to think impact in me. But we have to know everything we do is connected. We have to know everything that we do is on such a bigger, broader level. I thought that starting my cleaning business in a time of major struggle for myself and my family was only meant for me. That was selfish of me to think that, not knowing that years and years and years and years later, that I'll be teaching my failures. I would be so open and so honest about my shortcomings, because I know that the success, yes, but my failures is going to be able to help others that's trying to be in this journey and launch a cleaning business. It will help propel them to their success, right? So what impact do you want it to make on the world? What are you passionate about? Like, is this something that you could do, that you want to do, that you dream about doing? Or is this just a bridge? Do you consider this just a side hustle? Look, y'all, I tell people all the time, you're either committed or you're not. We're not doing no side hustle things, because you can't pass down a side hustle. We over here building legacies and building wealth. We talk about them here all the time, right? But you can't build down anything. You can't pass down anything you don't own. You can't pass down anything you don't own. Last night, it was an amazing, monumental moment in my family, in my household last night. My husband's side of the family, and I believe it's his mother's side of the family, long decades, generations and generations and generations ago, he just received his very first check from a oil company that is planning to extract oil from his family's land that was purchased generations ago. I bet. Now, maybe he thought so, but maybe he didn't see it happening all the way in 2024. Right. I bet they didn't think 2024 when purchased generations and generations and generations ago that we would now be prospering from that land. Right. Like that's crazy to think about. And we just sat there and was like, your ancestors did this. Like this is amazing. Right. So I want to challenge you guys to reconnect to the vision. Write it down. Say it out loud. Okay. Make a mantra about it. Get a big old get a sticky note or get a big old board and write it down and see it and look at it and read it, repeat it every day until you believe it again. Let your vision feel every single action, every single decision, every single step forward you make, right? We must execute the vision. Don't get distracted from pivots. Don't get distractions from doubt. Don't get distractions because it may not work out right now how you think and how it should be working out. So write it down, right? Write down, write it down. Write it down. Repeat it. Say it out loud, y'all. Because in the times when like I tend to doubt the most, that's when I'm the loudest. I try not to get silent in those moments of doubt because I know that that little creepy voice can get louder, right? And what it's trying to do is let out my spark. It's trying to take the air and the wind out of me so that my flame can die down. So that way my spark is no more there. That didn't sound right, but it's no more there. It's no more there. And now, yes, granted, I talk and I meet with so many entrepreneurs on a weekly basis. And the ones that I talk about have some of the most amazing stories, right? Because they did allow their flame to completely go out, right? And they're at this roadblock to where they're asking themselves, do I put in the same amount of effort and energy it took to build that spark, to turn it into a flame, to turn into a forest fire, or do I not? Right? Sometimes your journey is more powerful when you do fall and you decide to get back up. Consistency is one of the only cheat codes ever in entrepreneurship, right? Ever. If you can be consistent and execute on those things, that's all you need. That's all you need, right? But sometimes we have a uh mm, what's the word I'm looking for? The perception of what consistency sometimes can look so robotic to people to where like it's like automatically when they hear that word, they think that like consistency is only when you show up every single day, on time, never late, never skipping a beat, on time, every day. But sometimes consistency is when you do fall and your spark do let out, are you going to get back up? That's the most powerful part, right? We watch these movies, right? You guys see these movies, right? They build it up and they got the music and the lighting and everything's right, and you're getting all emotional, and they rise up from the ashes, right? We in the theater start crying, right? That's the most powerful part of the story. I know it is for mine. I know it is for mine because there's so many moments that I did quit and I did rise from the ashes, and I could not have. And then I think about what my life would be like right now if I decided not to. So you think about right now. Think about what your life would be like if you decide not to get up. Okay? And if in this very moment you are making the conscious decision to get up, then let's do it. Write the vision, make it plain, say it out loud, make it an affirmation, make it a mantra, do whatever you got to do. But let the vision fuel every single action, every single decision, and every single step you take. Remember that building a business is not a sprint. It's a marathon. The race is not given to the person that wins the fastest. Now, yes, in real life, right? Olympics and all the things, okay? But it's given to those that can really last and stand the test of times. Because too many people quit. We just went through this whole entrepreneurial shift in the economy, right? The pandemic came, right? Everybody had some time to sit down and to think and look and decide what they wanted to do and think about their ideas and their goals and their visions. And it was like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm starting a business. We in this thing, right? I got time. We got resources. We got finances, right? I'm in this thing. And a couple years later, they're like, yo, this is hard. Deuces, W-2, here I come. And nothing's wrong with that. Everybody has to make the best choice and decision for themselves. Sometimes people get in entrepreneurship and decide that it's not really what they thought it was. It's not all about the Rolls Royces and the big houses and the vacations all the time, right? They decide that it's really some work. And it's some work without a boss that's gonna make me do what I don't want to do when I don't want to do it. Right? So it's hard work. It's not a sprint. It's not who can get there the fastest. I'm developing a software and I had that mindset. Like I was super like, let's get it done fast. Okay. I'm developing a software that I started January 2023 that I knew was gonna be done by my birthday. I was like, oh, this is gonna be the best birthday gift ever to myself. And y'all, it is 2024, June, okay? And it's still not done yet. I can decide to quit, but I didn't invest too much money, way too much money and time and effort and energy. And my idea of a seed is planted in that. And I refuse to let myself give up on that. So it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Change that mindset, okay? There will be ups and there will be downs, and there will be twists and there will be turns. But literally, as long as you keep your eyes on the prize, goodness, these are some serious old school one-liners. But y'all, the best part about one-liners, the reason why they stick, right? The reason why they're super sticky and people use them on decades, on decades, on decades, because there's truth behind it. There was somebody that has been through the storm and the rain. And they know what it feels like to go through all those different seasons and to continue to main focus on the prize and know what it feels like to succeed and to finally get there and to finally know what that also feels like, right? Because literally, as long as you believe in yourself and your vision, you will succeed. You're probably like, yeah, that sounds too easy. It's not meant to be hard. What makes it hard is this: us truly not believing in ourselves, losing focus of the vision, our eyesight's getting distracted, right? We think of, I mean, like, it's not hard. It's just continually deciding to put one step in front of the other, continually decide to put action behind our vision and to execute. That's the difference. That is the difference, right? That is the difference. I'm here to tell you today, okay? We're about to end and wrap this thing up, all right? And I'm gonna let you guys go and start building the business of your dreams. But I'm here to tell you today that you have what it takes, that you are 1000% capable, undoubtedly capable to achieve everything that you want to achieve. And you have the resources. We live in a society of access to information. Think about all the successful people that came before us when they had to know somebody to know a thing to get ahead. It was part of your network. Like, oh, you had that inner circle. We got Google and AI and Chat GPT and coaches like myself, right? You have the resources. So you're capable, you have what it takes, and you have the resources. And you want to know the last part, the very last part that I want to tell you today? That you are worthy of success, that you are worthy of reaching every dream that you have dreamt of. You are worthy of reaching every idea and seed that you have planted. You are worthy of the possibilities that you think about every single day. You are worthy of that. And one of the best parts about it is that the level of worthiness that you're doubting yourself that you receive is still based off of a limited belief. So I want to also let you know that you're worthy above and beyond that. That when you get to that level and you work on this and you shoot that limited belief down, your eyes will open up and you will see endless possibilities, and you won't cap yourself at, oh, I can only have this, but God wants to give me this, right? So the only thing left for you to do and the only thing left for me to say is go out there and make it happen. Find any way, knock down any wall, run over it, walk over it, push it down, climb over it, go by a ladder. Don't let the wall hold you down. Find a way over it, around it, or underneath it, baby. Find a way. Find a way. And if you may not know a way and you're like, well, I tried that, I tried this isn't working, that isn't working, then you know what you have to do? You have to surround yourself around people that have gotten over the wall before, a couple times or two. You have to surround yourself around those individuals that can help guide you and give you the direction, to give you the strategies that they utilize to help them to get over the wall. Because trust and believe, there are moments that I didn't know how to get over the wall and I figured it out, or I brought in somebody that helped me to get over the wall, right? And these individuals, myself, were waiting to help you guys also get over the wall, because we're on the other side of the wall, and it's little, we want more people to come join us, right? So don't think that you have to go through this journey alone. That is a very misperceived notion of thinking that you're by yourself, because you're not. There are communities of individuals, whether it's mine or somebody else's. There are so many amazing other coaches and mentors out there, whether it's me or somebody else. So if you're having trouble trying to figure out how to get over the wall, or you need an extra push, you need somebody down there beneath you, lifting up your leg, right? Old school, trying to jump the fence, right? Holding your leg up, they putting your hand on your foot on your head, right? You're trying to help them over the foot. And then you need somebody on the other side to grab your hand and pull you up. Put that community around you. All right. So now let's go out there. Let's go out there and build the business, right? Let's put the blocks together and let's build the empire that you are dreaming about, that you're worthy of achieving. All right. So I love you guys. I pray that you guys have an amazing day. It's Friday. We still have time to succeed this week. All right. So don't give up. I'll see y'all later.